Come see us on tour in Dallas, Austin, Baltimore, Hartford, Connecticut, Syracuse, New York, Atlantic City, Levittown, Cohost, and Providence, Rhode Island. Go to jimmydore.com for the link for the cheapest tickets. Hey, this is Jimmy. Who's this?
Hello, Jimmy. This is Elon Musk calling you on the telephone.
Oh, hello, Elon. Wow, what an honor to talk with you.
Oh, the honor is all mine, I assure you. I've been a big fan of yours for a long time. Joe Rogan turned me on to your show, and I've been watching your videos.
Mutual friend Joe Rogan.
That's right. Mutual friend is Joe Rogan. I've been on his show several times.
Well, this is something else. I'm glad you identified yourself because I'm not really sure what you sound like.
Well, no one really knows what I sound like. I don't know either. In fact, one of the things we're trying to get to the bottom of at Doge, get to the bottom of what this accent is really.
Uh-huh.
Because, as you know, I'm from South Africa, but have lived in the States for a long time. So there's something about the mix of Boer, Afrikaner, British, and U.S. American that all mixes together and comes out sounding Asian somehow.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Asian. I have the accent of a Western-educated Chinese industrialist, and we need to figure out why. And we are going to figure that out, and everything else Doge was tasked to do, and that's why America elected Donald Trump, for transparency. Where do our tax dollars go? Why am I Asian?
Well, best of luck to you there.
Thank you. And what is it that you do? What is your role?
My role? I'm Jimmy Dore, host of the Jimmy Dore Show.
Interesting.
Didn't you say at the beginning of this call that you were a fan?
That is possible. You must forgive me. My mind works in such a unique way. I think it structured itself in this manner so I could contemplate so many ideas and problems simultaneously, even while talking about a completely separate topic that occasionally, to make room for new data, my brain does a small data dump, which I assume is what happened with your show information.
I think normal people just call that forgetting.
Oh, well, I'm not a normal person. I'm Elon Musk. I need to see a spreadsheet of your expenses.
Wait, my expenses? For what? For what? What expenses?
Well, I am speaking as an operative for Doge now. You should be aware. We need to know how you are spending American tax dollars. We are looking for waste and fraud.
Look, buddy, I pay tax dollars. I don't spend them. The money I have is from viewership, not government grants. You think the Jimmy Dore Show is funded by the U.S. government?
Look, I think in the spirit of inquiry, we simply have to be sure. I mean, who knows? Honestly, I'm finding out all sorts of crazy things since I was suddenly placed in this position. I mean, $50 million earmarked for condoms for Hamas. Who would have thought that such a ludicrous thing could have been possible, let alone found?
There is definitely a lot of waste out there for you to identify and clean up, but I'm afraid that condoms for Hamas claim isn't true.
I'm sorry, did you say not?
Yeah, not. The 50 million part, nothing.
Okay, well, as I said in my totally normal Oval Office press conference, I will be making mistakes and I will be transparent about them. But just because one thing I completely made up may be false, that doesn't mean a second thing that I completely made up isn't true. You have to have somewhat of a sophisticated mind to understand this.
So you're just making things up and then going on one by one to see if they're true? That's what you're doing?
I'm sorry, who is this now? I'm sorry, my mind did another data dump. A frontal dump because the cerebral cortex just solved a very complex trajectory problem for a Mars mission. A very high-degree polynomial equation. This will make entry from a polar vector, much less turbulent, which was a mission objective, solved by a part of my brain acting almost independently of conscious thought. Such is my mind.
Be honest.
Okay, I forgot what we were talking about because I was doodling and made a really neat curly Q. I'll send it to you via Neuralink.
Okay, I see. Well, I assure you the Jimmy Dore Show neither receives nor spends government money.
In that case, I'm happy to grant you the Doge seal of approval. Congratulations, you are free to proceed in your content creation. However, full disclosure, this does not give you immunity from potential future audits.
Okay, well, we'll try to keep our books in order. Hey, how about looking at the defense budget?
Oh, very much, yes. I mean, Jimmy, you and I both well remember the apocryphal $1,000 hammers the Pentagon was spending money on a long time ago. I would very much like to look into that. A $1,000 hammer would have, I would imagine, properties vastly superior to an average hammer. To hold such a device in one's hand must imbue one with an immense sense of power.
I think the point is that they were regular hammers and they were hiding money.
Okay, even more of a situation to look into, Jimmy. You are already proving yourself to be an asset.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to go now. I have a scheduled phase transfer shortly for rejuvenation purposes. For a brief period, I will be completely inaudible and also invisible to the naked eye while I am reconstructed at the molecular level. Goodbye for now, Doge.
Come see us on tour in Dallas, Austin, Baltimore, Hartford, Connecticut, Syracuse, New York, Atlantic City, Levittown, Cohost, and Providence, Rhode Island. Go to jimmydore.com for the link for the cheapest tickets.